Have you ever heard the saying that cash is king? Of course you have. I'm sorry to break the news to you, but it's not.
Get out of cash and get into assets, because we don't know what's going to happen to the dollar.
Well, cash is always a bad investment.
Yes.
I mean, when people said cash is king a year ago, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, cash wasn't producing anything, and it was sure to go down in value over time. On the other hand, you always want to be sure you have enough. I mean, it's like oxygen. You want to be sure it's around. You know.
Cash itself is useless. It's basically pieces of paper that has no fundamental value unless you use it. And I'm not talking about spending it. Let me explain. Let's use the example that you are saving towards your goal of becoming a millionaire. Imagine you save R1 million in cash and you store it in your bank account or in your safe at home. The cash itself will not make you rich, and it will definitely not keep you rich. Of course, it's great that you were able to save R1 million, but without using the cash or deploying it to make more cash, its underlying value is zero. I always imagine a person hoarding cash or saving it under their mattress like they used to do it in the olden days. That was before the dollar was removed from the gold standard. Obviously, people don't save like this anymore, but the idea is still relevant today. Don't get me wrong, it's a great idea to have cash on hand for future investments or when you might be in an emergency. Always have cash available. Cash currently yields at 4%, and that's for specific accounts only, like a money market account or a depositor plus account. Imagine you have 250,000 Rand in that account and you only earn 4% interest on that in a year. That will result in 10,000 Rand extra a year from 250,000 Rand. That doesn't sound like a good investment to me. This is the safest way to earn passive income or interest without taking on any risk. But did you know, when saving money in a typical bank account, you are actually losing money because of inflation. If you don't earn more than 4.28%, which is the current inflation rate in South Africa, you are losing 4.28% of the value of your money. Inflation is one of the biggest problems that we face as investors. Inflation is the rate at which the value of a currency is falling, and consequently the general level of prices of goods and services is rising. This is something that we need to keep in mind when holding cash. It's important to understand that we should rather invest in assets that produce cash instead of holding cash. The difference is that the value of the rand or the dollar will always be worth less over time. Just have a look at this chart of the dollar to rand exchange for the past 20 years. Having assets that produces cash flow and grows in value over time will grow your net worth much faster than hoarding or saving cash. Passive income is the new king, and this is where you can make money while you sleep without lifting a finger. Imagine your net worth growing each and every day without you working. That's the dream, right? Today, it's so easy to deploy your money and make it work twice or 3 times as hard as cash would. We can invest in dividend stocks, dividend ETFs, government bonds, rental properties, individual stocks, and even fractional property shares. All of these investments that I just mentioned, when done right, can beat inflation and produce great returns. Savers are losers, and you will never save yourself rich. Stop hoarding cash and start deploying your money to make it work harder for you. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more no bullshit investment and finance tips. I hope this video will help you in some way, and I'll see you guys next time.